of the nation,
You know, my mother always told me, she said, boy, talk what you know, and I know Po. We were so Po, I had a PhD in poverty. Folks used to call me the Po-Pro. You know, kids come home from after school talking about they don't want to eat dinners. We were so Po, we had radio dinners. I mean, we were so Po, we had shoes that were known as Stacy had them. That is, Stacy, take them off, and your next thing you know, we had them. We were so Po, if you looked up Po in the dictionary, you saw a picture of us. I mean, you see people complaining because they have pigeons on their rooftops. Pigeons on our rooftop was like Domino Pizza delivering. I mean, people used to have pigeon problems, and they used to call us up and say, who you gonna call? Pigeon Busters. I mean, we were so poor that we used to have Wonder Bread. And I don't mean the kind of bread that builds your body 12 ways. I mean, we had to wonder where the bread was going to come from. Folks say to me, say, your mother country is Africa. And we were so poor, I thought my mama country was Poland. We were so poor, the county didn't send us our caseworkers. They sent us our miracle workers. Kids nowadays talking about, I want to wear name brand jeans. Lee's, Levi 501s. We were so poor, we had name brand jeans too. That is Goodwill and Salvation Army. I mean, poor, some folks celebrate Christmas December 25th. We were so poor at our house that we celebrated Christmas anytime Mama had a good night at bingo. Or Daddy had a good day at the racetrack. We were so poor, they used to call us the Magic Family. Because every time we moved into the neighborhood, all the rabbits would disappear. Squirrels and pigeons, too. Folks tell me, they says, King, why don't you talk about the corporate board? Poor as I was, I don't know anything about corporate board. The only thing I know about a board is an ironing board and a scrub board, cup board. That's the only kind of board I know is corporate board. We were so poor, my mama, bless her soul, she always tried to see that we ate from the 4 basic food groups. Like possums, squirrels, rabbits, chitlins. Them was our basic 4 food groups. I mean, we were so poor, I used to ask my mama, Mama, what time is it? She said, it's hard time. We were so poor, my mama used to see the bill collectors coming, and she said, you go tell the bill collector that I ain't home. And I go tell the bill collector, my mama says she ain't home. And my mama would hide behind her with her feet sticking out. And the bill collector said, you say your mama ain't home? I said, no, so my mama ain't home. He said, well, next time your mama leaves, tell her she better take her feet with her. I had to ask the question. When can we make love? She said, when you make some money. I said, well, you used to make a lot of love. She said, you used to make a lot of money. I said, don't you want my body? She said, if you don't want it, you know darn well I don't. I said, baby, do you want to get lucky? She said, I hope my luck never gets that bad. I said, baby, let's just run away. She said, which way are you running so I can run the other way? I said, baby, man doesn't live by bread alone. She said, here's a neck bone for you. I said, let's make mad love. She said, you got to be mad if you think I'm going to let you make love to me. So I did my Godfather routine. Says, how about some hot loving? She pulled it back on me. She said, how about some cold cash? I said, check this. She said, all I see up here is Fruit of the Loom and no fruit. She said, I'm looking for the entree and all you show me is the hors d'oeuvre. I said, darling, this is Beefcake City. She said, I've seen more meat in a can of pork and beans. And then last night she came to surprise me. She said, has anyone ever told you that you were sexy and they just want to tear your clothes off and make love to you? I said, no, no one's ever told me that. She said, well, I'm not going to lie to you either. I told my lady, I said, darling, comedy is a dying art. She said, after seeing my action, hope it hurries up and dies. I asked my lady to come and give me a little support. She said, all the support I was going to get from her was a Cross Your Heart support bra. I said, can you give me a little encouragement? I work real hard on my comedy routine. She said, well, don't quit your paper route. Keep your eyes open for some aluminum cans. I said, that all you can say? She said, well, now that I think about it, you're ugly, too. You know, there are people that are quitting their jobs, giving up their careers to spend time with their families. I was going to quit my job to spend more time with my family. My family told me darn the time they'd rather have the dollars. They told me to keep on humping.
Kitty, how poor were you?
I mean, we were so poor that we had plenty of candlelight dinners. It wasn't about romance. It was about finance. We were too poor to pay the light bill. We were so poor, somebody approached my father one time and said, your money or your life? My father started singing, oh, bury me not on the lone prairie. I mean, we were so poor, you know. Kids nowadays say, I won't wear jeans unless they're Guess jeans. I mean, we were so poor, we had Guess jeans, too. That is, we had to guess which Goodwill mama got them from. I mean, we were so poor. I asked Mama, Mama, why are we so poor? She said it was an ancient African secret. I mean, we were so poor, I used to hear my guts growling, ask Mama to give me something for it, and Mama used to give me earplugs so I wouldn't have to listen to it. I mean, we were so poor, we used to go to the burger place, and the burger place used to hold the pickles, the lettuce, and the meat, because we were too poor to make them turn it loose. We burger places have it your way. Poor as we were, the only way we could have it our way was if they gave it to us. I mean, we were so poor back in the days of the Depression, I saw all those people out in the street. I said, Mama, where are they going? She said, to the poor house. I thought they were coming over our house.